What up, my devils? Sensei-tutum here with a brief market overview for you. I'm gonna try to get through this one pretty rapidly. I'm not gonna give you too much in-depth analysis on anything. And you're gonna see a lot of stuff on charts here that if I don't directly address it, just ignore it because I throw ideas on charts all the time. None of these are in what I would say final form for sharing to you guys. So, you know, take what you see in these charts with a grain of salt. And like I say, if I don't address it, then good luck with it. So Bitcoin, we are getting dangerously close to needing, well, not dangerously close. We are in the area that we need to correct. We need to correct all of this, and we need to do it soon. I'm not saying we will do it because, oops, look at this thing, you know? And we're starting to look very similar to that. Could we do that again? Yeah, sure. Do we want to do that again? I don't want to do that again. What's the point? I mean, you think you're going to sell the top? Good luck, man. Good luck. Look, if you want to be a hodler of Bitcoin, you want what I'm about to tell you. This needs to come down fucking quickly. You know, it needs to stop soon. I think it's going to go up more, even though it's showing massive signs of reversal, which it's been showing a lot this year, and it has continued to go up. I mean, it's a thinly traded market, and there's manipulation. A lot of this market is manipulated, and we're getting to the point of this was all manipulation, in my opinion. This was all market makers doing this, right? This wave here, they're just sitting back. This is all their profit, in my opinion. So I think we need to rapidly correct to this level soon. And I'm not sure if or when that's going to happen. I do see this going up at least to this level here, at least testing this level before coming down. But I would love to see a nice 618 retracement. Check this high volume area, these daily Vegas waves, the 618 retrace of the days, which means it's probably not going to happen that way, right? I would at least like to see it come down, test this 50. Just get into this area so we can have a nice base to launch to these, 100K, 50K levels that people were talking about, because that can happen, guys. But we're going to need to have, a correction that's going to unfortunately probably take a while, because this has just gone so fast. You see how fast this went and how long this took, right? So the higher we go, the longer this is going to take when it happens. And it's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen. And it's going to happen soon, in my opinion. But I could be wrong, and, I'm not going to rule this out. And I'm not even going to tell you don't take a long trade to here, depending on the degree of trade you want to trade. I'm not here to tell you how to trade. I'm here to teach you TA. So that's what I think. I think that this is going to go up a bit more, come down, and have basically a retracement that will be the retrace of all of this. And where that ends, we'll see. So let's jump into some high cap alts here. Let's go to ETH. So Ethereum, I see a couple of actually no, before we do that, let's jump over to this chart here. I think I was doing a little bit of, get rid of that VPVR. Hit the 1 hour. So let's just talk about Bitcoin on the 1 hour. Last night I had, or yesterday, the price action previously. What was it? This chart was it? Sorry, guys. When you go around a lot of charts, it can get a little hectic. I don't know which chart we were on. But let's suffice to say, I thought yesterday we were potentially in a. I'm just gonna go to one more chart. Sorry. Just leave it here. So I thought yesterday we were potentially in a triangle within this area here, but now we've broken up too high for that to be the case. I think we could still be in a some sort of a sideways combination where we had like a 335, and then this is the X with a zigzag down to come, something like that. But in any event, I think that or it could potentially be done here. Obviously, this corrective move, and then we're gonna come up and get those 11.6 levels, things like that. Because we're not far. We're really not far at all now. And we could break through them like we broke through the rest. I hope we don't. just for, you know, I don't want to trade a bear market. I love trading this, but I love trading this bull market. And if it's too bullish, it's going to turn into a long-term bear again, which I don't want. Yeah, I think this is going to continue to go up. I don't know what the count is. But yeah, new highs coming soon. Now let's switch to ETH. So ETH got a couple things going here. I think that we did finish this degree 3 here. And we could have the 4 done here. Of course, and the 4 may not even be over. We could have a 335X and then Y or WX, yeah, Y to here potentially. But I think what is more likely would be a move of this capacity. That this could potentially be, you know, 4 is in here, 1, 2, similar magnitude 1, 2, and we're gonna get an extended 5th out of that to finish this 3rd. And then come back and test these levels. Extended 5th would finish up in this area of like the 380 range. Seems like it could happen. We've broken above this resistance here. Maybe we come back down, test it before we go up and try these levels. But yeah, I think extended 5th. So this, you know, could potentially, this count here could jive with the topping of Bitcoin, right? But then, of course, I have this as a 4 down here when it gets here. So maybe this is, you know, how I'm described that there could be an alt season during the Bitcoin retracement. That would be nice. It's not guaranteed, but this sort of lends to that credibility. And so does this chart. Actually, jump over here. So this is XRP, and we've been testing this level here for quite some time and being rejected around it, right? And I'm thinking that there's a good potential that we have put in a 1 wave here, and that we have now maybe putting in a 2, and this 2 would then give us lead to a 3 that would allow us to break this level again, sort of like the alt season mantra. And I don't know that that alt season is going to happen, but I'm seeing things on the charts that are suggesting that it could be the case. And if we look at the BTC pairs, we're seeing a lot of oversold conditions as well. So, you know, things are sort of seem due to pop against Bitcoin. And some things like this and ETH seem due to pop against the dollar. And then, of course, we have our charts that are like Litecoin and EOS. And those are the last 2 we'll touch on for this market overview that have sort of been running with Bitcoin. And, you know, their top could be in as well. Soon. So Litecoin, you know, I wouldn't bet against this little puppy. It looks like we're doing the same thing we did at this algo profit taking level, is consolidating under, retest the Vegas waves, boom, go get the next one. Consolidating under, coming down and retest these Vegas waves, then maybe boom, go get the next one. And, you know, and I would still, you know, the next one's here actually. You know, I wouldn't tell you not to take that long if you want to take it. You know, this has shown multiple signs of topping, just like Bitcoin has in the past here. Let's pop this out on the daily. So price goes way up. RSI, pretty level, but not quite as bad of a divergence as on Bitcoin. But, you know, still staying, you know, this RSI is holding. So, you know, I would feel better about being in a long for an appreciable long like this one. In Litecoin than I would on Bitcoin. But, you know, I think that there's more potential room to the upside on some other stuff, but this thing has been so bullish, I would not bet against it. EOS, on the other hand, let's go look at that thing. This one is, this one's got me a little bit of a head scratch. So we did come down and hit my box, you know, way back here, like right down into it, right to the top of the level of the support area, which was great. But just the slope at which we did it and the count at which we did it, it just did not, I do not feel comfortable calling this corrective to, you know, all of this. Now, if we do this as a 1 or an A, B, you know, this is a B wave, and then we're going to come down into here, C, even down all the way down to here would be fine. Would feel better to correct all of this. Now, the thing about that, and remember, EOS has really run too. It's sort of flown under the radar, but this thing has, you know, gone up just as much as Litecoin pretty much. But if we come down, test these levels, the one thing that concerns me is that we do break market structure, which is good because maybe that means that we had a full impulse in here somewhere. even though you see I've got this big 3 here. It might be good to break that market structure, but I feel I have a hard time wanting to long within here, maybe at a test of this level here. But yeah, this one's been a little bit trickier of late as far as giving me conflicting ideas. But basically, that's where I think we are in the market. I think that we've got a lot of alts, especially against the Bitcoin pair, that could potentially be ready to pop soon. But we have Bitcoin really topping. So what we want to see, what I would like to see, is I would like to see Bitcoin top and start to retrace. And then I would like to see that these alts don't die with it. And I think that maybe initially they will, and then they'll pop. So that's what I'll be doing, is potentially, you know, in the future here for swings, is looking for long opportunities after the Bitcoin top, where these alts don't just die, but they come down and test a good level. So, but yeah, as far as Bitcoin goes, which is our SPX, you know, we're getting toppy, guys. I mean, we've got divergence on so many different time frames, and we have had that for quite some time, but it can only sustain so long. I mean, this thing has been parabolic, and it needs to correct. It needs to correct, and if it doesn't correct, we're going to go right back into a late 2017, and yeah, that'd be great for about 2 days. So hopefully it corrects soon. All right, boys, toot out.